Have you ever?
Are you ready? Are you ready? All right. I'm gonna try to do this fast. I don't know why my dogs are freaking out. I think they want to be on camera. But I'm just gonna sit and quickly make some videos if I can. Hello. Hello. Oh, okay. Yes. All right. So today I'm going to make a video about 5 interesting things I find about the cello.
Trying to complain.
And they're probably gonna do that the whole time. But this is just gonna be a quick video. Whew. These are my pups. I had to put Charlie down, the one that was in my first videos, because he woke up paralyzed one day and had a spinal disease that we couldn't detect. Actually, even 2 days before he woke up paralyzed, I had him in the vet and he got a x-ray and stuff, and we still couldn't see it. So anyway, I got these 2 dogs from a rescue. All right, let's do it. So this is 5 interesting things about the cello. This is a video suggestion. Thank you so much for suggesting. Okay, this is not a full list. I feel like there's so many things that are interesting about the cello. But this is sort of, I was thinking for beginners, they might enjoy this video, or people that are, okay, I think I need to wait till you guys are done playing, because it's things that I would have liked to know before I bought a cello or started playing a cello. Disclaimer, I always say this, I am not a professional cellist. I'm not a professional YouTuber. I just like to share what I'm learning, and I like to talk to you guys. So number 1, I'm just gonna say this one and move on probably. First interesting thing is something that I was sort of shocked about, or that I didn't maybe know when I started, is how expensive cellos can be. So I know that money is a hard topic, and I'm not going to get into it too much here. I've had people, when I've talked about money in the past, I've had people, just tell me, this is a serious moment, Chance, you're wrecking it. But okay, all right. Calm down. I've had many people say that money is a hard thing for them, and that's one of the biggest reasons why they can't start learning the cello, or why they can't afford a cello. So that is something that is very true. But good news, I'm going to talk about the good news about why, sort of good news about why a cello may be expensive, or maybe a flip side to a good thing about why they're expensive. Of course, well, I'll just go to number 2 because it's kind of connected to number 1. So another interesting thing that I found while learning the cello is purchasing a cello is like nothing I have ever experienced before. Or purchasing a cello isn't like purchasing a guitar or a piano. Though probably the strangest thing that I had no idea about before I started learning was people would let me borrow their cellos. And I don't mean like individuals, I mean companies that sell cellos would send me home with a cello before buying. Not some of the bigger chains, but some of the specialty cello stores or luthiers. They would often, send me home with a cello to try it out, because you're going to find that from cello to cello, each one has a small difference, even if they're the same make and model. So I've played 3 Eastman 305s, which are great cellos. I think I did a review on it, but even though they were all the same make and model, they had slight differences. I can talk more about this if you would like. Number 4, how intricate every technique is. So something that I found very interesting is how intricate every technique is. So even when you're drawing the bow across the strings, it's interesting because I feel, and maybe I don't know the science behind this right now, but I feel like I use a different muscle when I'm on the upper half of the string than the lower half of the string. And I'm really bad. I've been really working on the upper half of the string because I feel like the lower half I'm a lot better at doing. Again, with this intricate, how intricate every technique is, I also recently, or learned a few years ago, that I am very double jointed. And so because of the intricacy of the cello, I've had to work really hard on really elementary techniques, I feel like, because often my finger collapses in both hands, actually. If you want a video on that, just let me know. I'd be happy to talk about it. I don't know how common it is. Okay, the last very quick point on something I found very interesting about the cello is that it's a niche market. And what I mean by that, good girl, she loves chewing everything. So cello, nope, is a niche market. And this goes back to the first one. So cello is the most expensive instrument I have ever learned, but it's actually the instrument that started paying me back within a year. So within a year of playing, I was recording cello on people's songs, and that might be because I'm in a rural area, and even though there are more cellists than just me, and there are far better cellists than me, I do have kind of a unique skill set in recording and my experience with just I guess producing and stuff like that. So so even though it was very expensive, all of the money that I've spent has been worth it, and it's been an investment, a true investment, and the cello has already paid me back. 2 years into playing, I played 3 weddings for money, I think, which was quite significant to me because I felt like still a beginner. So, okay, if you want a bonus one, I'll give you a bonus one. Another thing that is so fascinating about the cello, which I'm learning more and more about now, is how effective the cello is in music therapy. So I am an accredited music therapist here in Canada, and every time I've pulled out the cello, miracles happen. And I can't tell you exactly what happens because of client confidentiality, but basically just music therapy is incredible. Music therapy is using music to reach non-musical goals. So often I go in, and the idea isn't to teach someone music necessarily. Sometimes it is, but it's to help someone, like maybe they have a speech goal. So maybe someone can't talk because of a stroke. Maybe someone has difficulty producing speech because of a stroke. And using music, probably singing or maybe some other type of intervention, we can help start to repair the speech processes. So it's fascinating. But cello, I don't know what it is, if it's just the way that it resonates or something, but often what I love to do, and this is a little bonus tip if you're a music therapist, so I love to pull the end pin of the cello out, so that's the thing when you see a cello and there's a metal piece touching the ground, that's the end pin, and I love to put it on a piece of metal of someone's wheelchair, and I just play the cello, and it just resonates and actually sends vibrations through the wheelchair, which is actually very stimulating to persons who maybe don't have full mobility. Always in the serious moments, buddy. Oh boy. But that's all I have anyway. So if you have any video suggestions, let me know. I'm going to be trying to make a video. Oh, this camera was pointing down the whole time, wasn't it? I'm going to be trying to make a video, a cello review of my cello, which will be kind of weird because my cello is a one of a kind. There's no other cello like it, actually. It was made by someone on the west coast of Canada. But it's still a professional cello, sort of. So I'm going to just talk about what it was like to go from a student cello to a professional cello. Happy New Year!